We got this Nixie clock found on Marketplace, some boat trailer parts, and some scrap wood. Stick around to see what it turns into. So this is a project that's been sitting around a while. I built this clock for friends of mine. They're a boat dealer. They carry the Centurion line, and obtained these plaques and went from there with the design. And let's make something cool. So how about a Nixie clock, right? So I'm just going to give you a quick tour around. We have them, these plaques backlit with some amber LED strip, and I cut that back with a limiting resistor because these they draw quite a bit of current. So a 24-inch section in there that was pulling 500-600 milliamps. So we put 40 ohms on there. It's down to 120 milliamps, and that's gonna just make them run cooler, a little longer life, and they're still plenty bright. As far as the Nixie clock circuit, this was something that I obtained pretty reasonable locally and didn't know anything about it. I was hesitant on buying it because I didn't know if you can get documentation. That's the tricky part of these Nixie clocks. You need a manual to be able to use them and set the date and all their functions. So I got it home, I looked it up, and it turns out tubetester.com, Dieter Watcher, if I'm saying that name right, in Germany, he builds all kinds of clocks. I've heard of the website. I've used it for data sheets for Nixie tubes. But this is his IN-1 Nixie clock, dating back to September 2005. Alright, so that's the clock circuit. And these IN-1s have those upside down 2s as 5s, but nonetheless it still looks pretty cool. And a metal cabinet built around that circuit, which is scrap metal, and gave it the industrial look. Get a more light on the subject here, excuse the shadow. And the PCB has 3 buttons on them for adjusting the time, date, and parameters. I left them in place and just paralleled another 3 switches on the side here, so they're readily accessible. And that's about it. I'll give it a spin around the back here. Power comes in through a barrel connector on the side. This is some pre-finished oak that I just cut, dadoed the ends and fastened together. And it is a 2-sided sign, but not a 2-sided clock. But that's it for his walk around on this one. Hope you enjoyed. This was a long-awaited project. We're slowly getting back in the game here.